So today is Dyno Day. I've been waiting for this date probably for the last 6 months, and it looks like we got some fresh snow. Not a lot, but hey, at least it's coming down finally, right? So it's December 7th, actually the first snowfall in Rochester, New York, where I'm from, that we have had all winter. So I'm on my way to my buddy Eric's house to borrow his single place snowmobile trailer because my trailer and everything else is up in Old Forge where our house is for the winter. And I'm gonna come back home, put the sled back in it, and head to Dynotech Research in Batavia, New York to do the dyno session. So for those that don't know, Dynotech Research in Batavia, New York is the best independent snowmobile, motorcycle, dirt bike, ATV, small engine, dyno facility in the United States. All four, now three snowmobile manufacturers send all their sleds to Jim at Dynotech Research for independent dyno verification and results. Snowgoer Magazine and Dynotech used to conduct the Battle of Old Forge, or the Old Forge Shootout, where all the manufacturers would send their sleds and do the drag race to see who the king of either the 600, 800, or so on and so forth sleds are. Over the last couple of years with COVID and whatnot, that's gone away, but they still send their sleds to Jim for dyno verification and results. So if you do want to check them out, I'll put a link in the description of this video. Dynotechresearch.com. There is a paid subscription. It's like $30 or something for the year, and he posts all his articles on dynoing, dyno sessions, anything you want to know about the ins and outs of the motors of sleds coming out. So it's a pretty good website to check out, resourceful. So yeah. All right, so we're finally loaded up with everything, and we're going to be heading on our way. So we're about 25 minutes away from Dynotech. I'm really excited for this. I took the sled around the block real quick. We don't have too much snow, but I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it before we got on the dyno, and everything's working. Boost gauge is working, blow-off valve's working, no check engine lights. It's very responsive, so it's a good sign. This was the first time the sled has been driven since taking majority of the engine apart, doing the reeds, the intake manifold, the blow-off valve, the boost gauge, the vacuum lines, everything. So I'm definitely excited the way it turned out. I'm happy and excited to see what's going to happen today at the dyno. Shout out to all the sponsors, everybody that help me make this happen, help with the sled, help with the sponsorships. Definitely couldn't do without any of you guys, so I really appreciate it. Also my dad, thank you, Dad. You're a big reason why I can do this, so I'm definitely excited to do this and spend time with my dad. And we're pulling in. Once I got the sled all hooked up at Dynotech, we were ready to go. Speedwerx preferred tuner is Easy Link, which I think is pretty slick. Once you hook up the module to the sled, utilizing your cell phone, you can switch the maps as quickly as like 30 seconds, and you can load different maps from stage 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. whichever tune that you purchase from Speedwerx. You can also do data log recording, and you can also reset your power valves, your boost actuator, oil pump, fuel pump, everything like that, utilizing the Easy Link. Also, when you're out riding, you can hook the Easy Link up and you can data log your pulls on the racetrack, on the lake, or during a ride to kind of see where your engine's at. So once you cycle the engine back on, you're good to go. And I'm gonna leave the shop here and head back into the dyno room to begin. So we just left Dynotech. It was probably about like a 4-hour session, 3 hours of actually work. All I can say is Speedwerx has their shit dialed in nice. I got to reach out to Jeremy and see if he wants me to push the official numbers, but there is quite a difference from stock to the stage 2 tune, the stage 2.5 tune, and even a couple horsepower gain from the 2.5 tune with the trail muffler compared to the race muffler. And there is a massive gap between the results from a 2.5 with the race muffler compared to the stage 4 C10 tune, which I was running C12. And all these tunes, 100% no knock, no debt. Even Jim at Dynotech was completely in shock with the results with this. So yeah, it was pretty exciting to say the least. So yeah, we're on our way home. Papa C here. Say hi.
Hey.
Thank you much. And yeah, I'll call Jeremy. Hopefully we can post the numbers, and when I get home I'll do a follow-up video. So the fuel gym tested. The pump gas was 90.8 octane, according to his octane tester, which is essentially just as good as 91 octane. The numbers and the power for the stage 2 and 2.5 tune are going to be spot on. Like I said before, no knock, no debt. Pipe temps, engine temps, everything, air fuel ratio, everything was perfect. It is, what do you think the temperature is right now, Dad? 28 degrees out, stowed last night. Pretty good conditions. And then, of course, a fresh can of C12 from a reputable dealer who sells a bunch of race fuel, so it's not going to be a stale old can just sitting around somewhere. That tune only requires 110 octane, so C12 should be perfect. Even if it is a little old fuel, it should still be within specs for it. I did not test the stage 3 tune, which is 100 LL AV gas. So I'm kind of curious on what the stage 3 is going to be. So maybe I'll see if Jeremy can let me borrow that tune just to kind of do a comparison. But yeah. All right, so I did speak with Jeremy today. We had a nice phone conversation about yesterday's event at Dynotech. I did get the official green light to make a video, share on social media, the independent dyno results from Dynotech research. So I got the printouts in front of me, and I'm just going to do a quick overview. If anybody has further questions, you can reach out to me on Instagram, TonyCat82, or Facebook, and I'll be happy to answer those. I just don't really want to go in a back and forth conversation on YouTube, no offense. I just don't check the YouTube comments all that frequently. So we'll go ahead and we'll go over these dyno results. All right, so this is the cover page from Dynotech Research. This black line here is going to be the stock 850 boost, which was at 185 horsepower at peak. As you can see, the nice curve here. Okay, the pink here is going to be the stage 2 tune with the trail friendly muffler. So that's the lightweight muffler that Speedwerx offers. It's very trail friendly. It's not much louder, if any, than stock, but it obviously allows a better flow for performance, as you can see this line here. And we'll go over all the horsepower numbers here in a second, okay? The orange here is going to be the stage 2.5 tune. And the stage 2.5 tune has the trail friendly muffler as well, but from Speedwerx. And then the green line here is the stage 2.5 tune with the L2 loud race muffler. And that was a steady about 2 horsepower peak, but you can see here it's much more of a smooth power band and power curve. Even though the trail friendly one isn't bad at all, it's just more relative to a stock curve. If you can see the comparisons, it's just a lot smoother power band. Now the blue is the stage 4 C12 tune, or C110 tune, or C10 or 110 octane tune with the L2 muffler, and that can only be used with the L2, and that is a very smooth power band as well. So just wanted to kind of show everybody here what that looks like. And I also want to mention too that absolutely no knock, no debt, and it's right around 13 and a half air fuel ratio, which is extremely safe. All right, so the next one is going to be the Speedwerx trail muffler, stage 2.5 on pump gas. First pull is going to be at 204.8 horsepower, and that is going to be at 5.2 pounds of boost, and again at a healthy 13% air fuel ratio. It it just drops just a very slightly at 7850 to 7900, even to 7950 to 8. So this sled really likes it in the 7850 to 8000 RPM band. That's in the first pull. So between 198.3 to 204.8 is a difference between the stage 2 and the stage 2.5 on almost 2 pounds more of boost. Second pull, it goes down to 201.9 at 7850. So again, it's consistent with the other one. It drops a couple horsepower on an extremely hot pipe and hot engine. Next, I did the stage 2.5 on the L2 muffler. And that was at 206.7 horsepower. And the other one was 204.8 horsepower. So I gained a healthy 2.5 horsepower at peak at these same pounds of boost. And again, if you look at the difference between the orange power curve compared to the same one with the L2 muffler, it's just a more refined curve. And again, like all the other ones, back-to-back pulls, it goes down to 200.1 horsepower compared to the 206.7. So this one dropped a little bit when it got hot. And again, this is back-to-back pulls. This isn't waiting 5-10 minutes. This is you get into a pull, you slow down, and then you're going to turn back around and do another long pull. This one here is going to be the stage 4 110 gas with the L2 muffler. The first pull is going to be 263.2 horsepower at 8150. And that was at 7.7 pounds of boost. Now I'm going to put another graph up here. I was using the EasyLink software, which Speedwerx uses for their tunes and their data logging. It has a data logger on there. I did use that, and I compared the biometric pressure, the engine temperature, the pipe temperature, RPMs, everything that Dynotech would use to verify their dyno results, which was spot on between the two. So whatever the ECU was putting off was the same thing that the hardware and the software that the Flowmaster dyno that Dynotech uses and his software uses was 100% accurate. The only difference that I saw was on this tune. The ECU was reading out at 8.2 pounds of boost, and Dynotech was reading 7.7 pounds of boost. So I guess that was the only really thing I saw difference is on that portion right there. And then just like before, the second pull immediately after was at 259.7 compared to the 263.2. So again, a couple horsepower difference there when it got extremely hot pipe and hot engine from a hard pull. Now, something that was printed out for me too was not too long ago, a Skidoo MXZ 850 comp turbo came in. And again, you can see everything from that they were trying to build on their tunes here. And I'm going to do a little side-by-side. So this is going to be from, I think it was Hot Red Sled Shop who brought in their 850 and was messing around with pipes and stuff like that. Again, the Polaris, this is a stock wide pipe, stop pipe. Only difference was tune in a can. And some made sure it was good fuel. And you can already tell just with the Speedwerx Stage 2 2.5 trail stuff. But their trail stuff, I mean, you can see the difference here. The Polaris definitely has more power and a better power curve with less components. So again, This looks like this is going to be some race fuel based on this. Some added fuel. This looks like it's going to be stock, different levels of 91. I mean, this is pushing a little bit over 200. And I mean, same thing here, just on that pump. So yeah, that's a difference there between the two. 225, not even at 225 here. And my race one, I'm at 263 point something, whatever I said it was. And then over here was, what did I say, 208 horsepower. So yeah, I am extremely happy with the results of this. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me through social media or call Speedwerx and ask to speak with Jeremy, and he'll help you out.